4 broadcast Hall of Fames. If there was any more, he'd be in them as well. Always wearing red bottom shoes because he is the one running the show. Ladies and gentlemen, legend, host of Get 'Em, Mike Greenberg. How are you, bud?
Okay. I am extraordinarily happy today, and I am happy for 2 reasons. One of which might not be as obvious to everyone as the second. So let me give the not-so-obvious one. I came on this show in August, and I made a wager. I wagered that Devontae Adams would be in jail by Halloween. If I lost, I was going to have to wear a Pat McAfee tank top on television. Now, you all know who your biggest fan is. I happen to be married to her. She immediately said to me, under no circumstances are you wearing a tank top on television because she knows what that would look like. So I got very, very nervous. But the good news is that with the trade being made today, rather than a tank top, this is what we are wearing.
Excuse me.
We are absolutely back in business. Just when we thought we were done, we are back in it. The Jets are going to go up. Listen to me right now, Mike. The Jets are going to win 7 of their next 9 games. Rodgers is going to get hot as hell. This is going to make Garrett Wilson unhappy. It's going to unlock Garrett Wilson. This offense is suddenly going to look markedly better. That will bring a little fire to the defense. This is exactly what we need.
Yo. Jet fans think they back. That's funny.
And right now, the vibes around all New York Jets fans are that this is a massive piece being added to this team. You talk about unleashing or unlocking Garrett Wilson. It's like now Garrett Wilson also gets a chance to watch one of the GOATs operate on a day-to-day basis. And Hembo sent me over some stats. I assume you have them as well. It's like in the red zone, what Aaron.
Hey, this week we in now in real life.
Right now, the Jets in the red zone, which is obviously the second most important part of an offense after 3rd down, they're like middle of the pack, 18th. I think it's the lowest that Aaron's ever been. He helps with that. Man-to-man coverage, which you're probably going to see a bit with new Coach Downing's offensive strategy and scheme and everything like that. Him and Aaron, like number 1 in the NFL versus man coverage over the time that they were together. It's like all these stats are indicating that Devontae will be a great addition to the team and make an actual impact. In the AFC East right now, the Bills are in the lead, obviously, big win last night at 4-2. You're sitting at 2-4.
It's week 7 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He comes in 5th in passing touchdowns so far. It's the Broncos and the Saints under the lights on Thursday night.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006.
This is a stupid dome.
The Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who
We got a doubleheader.
Moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned
that's funny.
season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here on a Thursday night. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. Leading them out, the former number 1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft. It's Trevor Lawrence.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense
maybe that was me.
today.
Maybe I was on the tight end.
How fast can we make those adjustments?
I was on the running back.
Early success.
Either way,
And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down.
No, actually, bro, what's crazy is
now they've got some decisions
the Underdog Fantasy app told me about Devontae Adams before I even saw it on Twitter.
The gun here on third down.
Come on, bro.
Right side, hauled in by Samuel. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often.
He is in.
I was on the touchdown.
That touchdown, number 1 for him on the year. Santos, good on the extra point. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Wes Watkins going to bring it back.
Oh, come on.
Return. He has lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough.
All right.
But sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Looking to Samuel on the out route.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence.
Come on, bro.
And he's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, New Orleans. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Saints move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game.
You nigga 1-5.
Their quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught by Harrison right side.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. This one caught by Chase. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, Mahomes. That's caught by him. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They bring Chase in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. A first down on a gain of 11.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Saints. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. This is Henry, and he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Denver.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Lawrence. This pass, right side. Going to be caught by Addison.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
This will be a Saints first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 34-yard line.
Lawrence now on 2nd down.
Come
He'll
on.
get this into the hands of Debo. Still going. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Lawrence.
Come on, bro.
That one, take it in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Saints.
Yeah, we in the battle.
Santos, good on the extra point. The Saints
with
will
it, though.
take a 21-7 lead.
That down fumble on the kick return fucks up.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Mahomes on 1st down. This throw right side is caught by Hill. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to...
Oh, he stayed on his feet. I was not expecting that.
The perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. They bring Chase in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Now a screen set up for Achek. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down.
Come on, bro.
Left side there, not
Hit Pat Mahomes.
Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes.
Come on, bro. That's Pat Mahomes.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last
Then I know.
plays.
Then when I know the whole shit going
Completions
on.
in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Mahomes. That's taken in. He's going to have a Broncos 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
A gain of 14. And the Broncos 1st down.
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5.
Look at that. God damn
To
it.
the goal line.
God
and
damn it.
in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown Broncos. Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Broncos draw closer here. It's 21-14. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end Uzama. They go play action for Lawrence.
Come on.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for...
Pause.
that time. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Broncos offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. First down throw. Mahomes to the left side. Caught by Chase. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he will dive into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Denver.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Hardy now with the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of great games coming up in the next few days, starting with the last of our 3 London games. Pats and Jags from Wembley, early start, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, another doubleheader. Ravens-Bucks at 8:50.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin Quarter number 3. Now Watkins on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On the carry, here's Achane. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. David Long there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Mahomes. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Here's a 2nd and 9. Moving the tight end right. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Broncos. Extra point try now for Tucker. His kick is good. The Broncos go up by 7. 28-21.
Saints 21.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardy now with the return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 12.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
That's taken in by Achane. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's third down and a few inches. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of action. First and 10. Run the draw with Achane. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That's caught by Harrison right side. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he will have a Broncos first down. They wind up gaining 8 on 3rd and 4.
First down, Denver.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run it with Henry. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
He was brought over at the 4-yard line. First and goal, Denver.
Here's Mahomes. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game, and when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense, and I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up, and when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A first down throw for Lawrence. And this one is hauled in. What a grab. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first and 10, Lawrence. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right.
How do you catch that
return
bitch?
off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game. And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Hill. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Broncos. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He finds Jahan Dotson. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, New Orleans.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Lawrence now. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And he will score. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, New Orleans. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Saints are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Harrison. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. First and goal, and it's Henry. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. And that final throw here is intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on
Pit party, pit party. I'm about to do a back-to-back. Let's go. All right, I can turn the mic back on. I can turn the mic back on. I can turn the mic back on.
Led the NFL with 141 receptions and 1,800 yards.
This nigga.
Coverage. And then some red zone stats about what you and Devontae have done in the red zone and how many touchdowns he's had. Been number one in the league, you two together in the red zone. This year, you guys are middle of the pack in that red zone, I think, 18. Is it as easy as adding Devontae Adams to your offense?
Oh yeah, DJ. Hey, you missed that for the beginning of the first game, bro. I was down 14-0 before I even touched the ball on offense. I thought they was finna pull something out the hat, then they just died.
But he said it's easy as dropping. Like Greeny was dancing. Greeny came on the show, was dancing. I think a lot of Jets fans were like, "Here we go. This is literally the piece."
This nigga Devontae Adams already showing up with Aaron Rodgers in interviews.
Is it as easy as that, or is there still a lot of work to potentially get Devontae up to speed with the New York Jets?
I think it's really going to help Garrett out. When you're able to be around the guy who's done it at a high level for a long time. See how he goes about his process is through osmosis going to be a lot easier to be able to pick up. And I think Garrett's last 2 weeks has played really good. He was his best game last night. You're looking at the stats. We had 2 100-yard receivers. We had a 100-yard back. We played, better on offense in certain spots. We just were terrible in the red zone. We missed some easy opportunities. Had a couple possession opportunities. Obviously, missed a couple kicks, but that should have been a 30-plus.
Yeah, it happened. I put it in the chat. It happened at like 9:30. They traded that nigga for. They traded him for a conditional third-round pick that could be upgraded to a 2 if they play good.
It's definitely adding a lot to our team, but I think energetically, the change that we had that was kind of can't be disjointed for energetics.
It's week 8 of the 2024 season.
Pat, no feet.
Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Broncos and the Panthers next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Carolina defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll early, chip away at their timing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The Broncos at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen to the end. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. If you look at this Bronco defense, they were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Draw play. This is Henry. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And now the ball's
Come on, bro. That was no.
midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Come on, bro.
Pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
This defense for the Broncos, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game?
Yep.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Yeah, he be dropping them big, so I'm glad he finally held on to one.
He'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Harrison Jr., a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers' offense and veteran Tyler Lockett ready to go once more. And he's been the go-to guy in this offense throughout the first half of the season. As you can see, he's the NFL's leader in touchdown catches. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Etienne up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Prescott now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinton Williams, there to bring him down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action. Now Mahomes finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And the Broncos are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Hey, 15.
Henry is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Panthers coming out now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Prescott. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go, 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott has his man. It's Shakir. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and a couple.
Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Prescott to throw it. To the back of the end zone, but too high.
Throw it again.
Incomplete.
Oh,
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked second in the NFL at this point in the season. Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
They can say that nigga start for Etienne. That nigga trash.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
In real life, IRL.
Lockett, the motion man right. To throw is Prescott. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Right.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
So Etienne don't deserve that shit.
Now Prescott.
You're snoring my fantasy.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
I ain't even picking it. That was an auto pick because I missed it. I'm pretty sure Derrick Henry was still out there.
It's a gain of 12.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw again.
Hey, there you go, right there.
It'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open
Come on,
field.
bro. Put it on him, Pat.
But it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Yes.
In motion right.
Like my last game, where that nigga kept throwing that bitch high up in the air.
Throwing. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his
That's looking right there. That's on me, Jess.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Prescott from the gun. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Prescott
Oh, that's me.
down.
I almost fucked that up. Ooh, I almost fucked that up.
Behind him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyler Lockett with career touchdown number 70. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man open, it's Chase. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pass complete there to Harrison. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run with ETN. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Short throw caught by Dulcich, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Looking to throw, Prescott. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And this is intercepted.
Oh, he got that, but he got that.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration.
Balls, and what did that nigga back?
And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Easy.
Mahomes now to throw.
Come on, bro.
And his
Come
throw
on.
is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he's going to be
What kind of shit is that?
They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Running from the gun with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now here's Mahomes. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Completion good for 14 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the front. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Prescott. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna go for it?
That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Now Hill to return it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this...
Well, it's on y'all.